So today, we're going to dive into something pretty cool. We're unlocking the hidden lessons in those songs from our childhood. You know the ones I'm talking about? Those super simple, catchy tunes you can probably still sing right now? We're about to discover that these rhymes are way more than just fun. They're actually brilliant little learning tools, perfectly designed to teach us language, numbers, and even storytelling. I mean, just think about it for a second. Why do those melodies stick with us our entire lives? Well, it's because those catchy tunes are basically hardwiring our young brains for learning. They're not just songs, they're our very first building blocks of education, just cleverly disguised as a game. And this line right here, one fat elephant went for a walk. This is a cornerstone of childhood for millions. This amazing Hindi rhyme is going to be our main example today. We're going to pull back the curtain and really see the genius that's hiding inside this simple, wonderful song. And here's the thing. What's so incredible is that these rhymes are basically masterclasses in teaching. I mean, they've been sung for generations, and over time, they've been polished into these perfect little packages of knowledge that introduce really important ideas in a way that feels totally effortless. Okay, so let's start with the most obvious lesson, the numbers themselves. The entire story of Ek Moda Hathi is built around a really simple building count from 1 all the way to 5. We're going to follow the story and see just how it masterfully weaves this number sequence into an adventure you just can't forget. All right, our story kicks off with the number 1, X. We meet our hero, just a single fat elephant, heading out on an adventure. It's a super simple start, right? But it's setting the stage for a very, very clever journey with numbers. And boom, right away there's a problem. Our elephant gets stuck in the barish, which means rain. Now, notice what the rhyme does here. It doesn't just throw a new word at you, it embeds it in the story. The elephant is stuck because of the rain. That makes the new word instantly meaningful. So what's a smart elephant to do when he's in a jam? He calls for help, of course. And just like that, 1 becomes 2. Do. The rhyme gives us a story-based reason for the next number to show up, which makes the whole thing feel logical and really helps you remember it. And this is the secret sauce. This call, idhara, 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 is the repetitive rhythmic hook that kids can just grab onto immediately. It's like a musical signal that, hey, the pattern is about to happen again. It's honestly irresistible. So along comes number 3, teen. And with 3 elephants now in the picture, the story starts to get wonderfully absurd, which, by the way, is a fantastic trick for keeping a kid's attention as the numbers get higher. And this is where that playful turn happens. The 3 elephants try to ride a choti si cycle, a tiny little bicycle. I mean, come on, that image is just delightful and impossible. It's not just funny. It introduces new words in a context so memorable, a child is almost guaranteed to remember them. Now we've got elephant number 4, Char, showing up, and the adorable chaos just keeps building. The tiny bicycle gets left behind for a vegetable cart, which, you guessed it, breaks under their weight. Every new number adds a brand new, hilarious chapter to their little adventure. And at last, we hit our big finale with elephant number 5, Paunch. The group is finally complete. The rhyme has successfully walked us all the way from 1 to 5, turning what could be a boring counting exercise into a mini epic. And you know, every good story needs a great ending. With the whole gang together and their troubles behind them, all 5 elephants start dancing together. It's this perfect, happy conclusion that serves as a punctuation mark, cementing that final count, 5, paunch, right in your mind. Okay, so counting is a huge part of it, but that's not all these rhymes are doing, not by a long shot. They're also amazing at teaching language and showing how stories can be tweaked and personalized. Let's check out another classic to see what I mean. Take a look at this. In Upar Pankha Chalta Hai, you can see its clever, almost modular design. The basic story is the same, but look how the names can just be swapped out. We have a J in one version, money in another. This teaches kids that they can put themselves or their friends right into the story. That's a huge foundational lesson in how language works. And it's not just random words. The rhymes also teach you really important culturally specific words, like mama, which means your maternal uncle. For a lot of kids, this isn't just a vocabulary word. It's their very first gentle lesson in family structures and cultural norms, all packed into a catchy little song. So, what's the secret behind these incredible little learning machines? Well, when you actually break them down, you find there's a simple but amazingly effective formula at play that makes them so memorable and so good at teaching. The magic is really in the combination. It all starts with an infectious rhythm and melody that just grabs your ear. Then you layer on that simple repetition, like either ah, which hammers the patterns home. You build a clear building story. One elephant calls another, right? You sprinkle in some playful vocabulary, like a small bicycle, to keep it super fun. And you tie it all together with simple cause and effect. That mix is basically a perfect workout for a young brain. And get this formula isn't some old, forgotten thing. It's so powerful, it's literally being used right now in the jingles for modern educational apps, like the one for apples and bananas. The core ideas, rhythm, repetition, story, they're totally timeless, even if the tech has changed. So, when you boil it all down, the big takeaway is that these simple nursery rhymes are anything but simple. They are these elegant, super efficient learning systems. They package numbers, words, and even cultural lessons into a format that's so engaging, we learn it all without even realizing we're being taught. And that kind of leaves us with one last thing to think about. In our world today, which is just overflowing with interactive games and educational apps, what's the special lasting power of a simple song that's just passed from one person to another? What are the simple songs from your childhood that have stuck with you, and what lessons do you think they taught you?